Good morning, students. Today we are going to continue with chapter 3rd, Human Body of class 6. Today our topic is the respiratory system in humans. Students, already in the previous lecture we have discussed about respiration and its type. So today we are going to discuss the respiratory system in humans. You can see respiration is a process in which the oxygen it combines with food in order to release energy. So every living organism they need energy to perform various life activities. Now students, see how the air which contains oxygen it reaches to different cells or to different body parts. So different organs are involved in this system, and this system is known as respiratory system. Now, what actually respiratory system is? Respiratory system is a system which comprises of different organs that helps in taking in of air as well as expelling out air from the body. Now, when we are talking about inhaling or taking in of air, it means the air which is rich in oxygen, and exhaling means the air which contains carbon dioxide. Now students, you can see here that I have already written here group of various organs that helps a living being to breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide is called the respiratory system. Now, the important organs which are involved in this respiratory system are nostrils, trachea, bronchi and lungs. So they play a major role in breathing in as well as breathing out of the air. So in general, what actually happens, you can see here I have drawn a flow chart here. Breathe in air. Breathe in is a process that is breathing in. The air enters through nostril. Now see, when we are just student breathe in the air, what you will feel, the air it enters the nostril, and what happens after that, your nose it contains hair and mucus. All of you can look inside your nose. What you will observe, you will observe that hairs are present there and a thick sticky fluid which is known as mucus, it is present inside the nose. Now see these hairs and mucus plays a very important role. They traps the germ and dust particles present in the air, and they makes the air moist and warm. So once that air is made warm and moist, it reaches to trachea, which is commonly known as windpipe. Now through this windpipe, students, you can see here this is the trachea or commonly known as windpipe. Through this trachea, the trachea divides into two tube-like structures which are known as bronchi, and each bronchi they enters into the right as well as the left lung. Further, these bronchi they have fine tube-like structures which are known as bronchioles, and at the end of bronchioles there are sac-like structures which are known as alveoli. And actually in the alveoli the exchange of gases takes place. Through this alveoli it has thin membrane. The oxygen it diffuses into the blood, and after that the circulation of this oxygen it takes place. Now you can see in the flowchart also, when the air it enters trachea or windpipe, from there it will enter the bronchi. From bronchi it is entering into the bronchioles, and at last it is going into the alveoli, which are bag like structure, small balloon-like structures. Now students, you can see here common respiratory diseases. The diseases which are related to respiration. You can see here disease, its symptoms, causes and treatment, how it can be treated. First disease you can see bronchitis. What happens in it? Difficulty in breathing and coughing. सांस लेने में दिक्कत और खांसी. It is basically due to viral infection, smoking, and it is also caused by pollution. So how we can treat this disease? Drink plenty of water, take proper rest, and have balanced diet. Balanced diet, you all know, a diet which contains all the essential nutrients required for the proper functioning of the body. Second is tuberculosis. What are its symptoms? Cough, खांसी, fever, बुखार, chest pain, सीने में दर्द. It is basically caused due to infection of bacteria. When bacteria causes infection, we suffer from this tuberculosis respiratory problem. Treatment is BCG vaccine and an antibiotic which is streptomycin. BCG is Bacillus calmette-guerin. Third disease is pneumonia. Again you can see chest pain, high fever and chills. Chest pain, सीने में दर्द, तेज बुखार और चिल्स, आपको पता है ठंड लगना बहुत ज़्यादा. Again it is caused by bacteria. How it can be treated? It can be treated by taking an antibiotic, penicillin. Asthma. What happens in asthma? Breathlessness. Again there is difficulty in breathing and there is swelling, causes swelling in airways due to allergens. Allergens are the substances which causes allergy. So how we can treat it? Bronchodilator are used to treat asthma. Now students, we will discuss mechanism of breathing. You can see the breathing mechanism involves two processes. One is inspiration or inhalation, or expiration or exhalation. Inspiration is taking in of air which is rich in oxygen, and expiration is giving out air which is rich in carbon dioxide. So students, how the process of breathing or mechanism of breathing is completed? It is completed in two steps. One is inspiration and the other is expiration. Now what happens in this inspiration? Muscles attached to ribs, they contract. In order, the diaphragm also contract. Volume inside the chest cavity, it increases. You can see here, volume inside the thoracic cavity or the chest cavity, it increases. Air pressure decreases. So the air from outside, it rushes inside into the lungs. Now what happens after entering into the lungs? They goes to the alveolar sacs, and from alveolar sacs they are exchanged into the blood, and then they are transported to tissues. So stepwise I have written here, you can see muscles, the muscles which are attached to ribs, they contract. So the diaphragm also contract. Diaphragm, it is a sheet like structure, muscular sheet like structure, this. So the volume inside the thoracic cavity, it increases. Air pressure decreases inside. So air from outside, it rushes into lungs. Alveolar sacs gets filled with oxygen rich air. Now from alveoli, oxygen diffuses into blood and supplied to tissues. So stepwise it is very easy to remember, and you can see here for this inspiration, this diagram is there. What is happening? The muscles, they are getting contracted, diaphragm also contract, the volume inside the thoracic cavity it increases, the air pressure decreases, in order the air rushes into the lungs. Now what happens in expiration? The muscles attached to ribs, they relax. Students, the muscles attached to ribs, they relax. In order, the diaphragm also relax and it goes upward. The thoracic cavity inside it decreases. In order, the air pressure it increases. So the air from lungs it is expelled out. So you can see here, this is movement of rib cage and diaphragm during inhalation and exhalation. So stepwise you can see here, muscles attached to ribs they relax, diaphragm relax, volume inside thoracic cavity decreases, air pressure increases inside, so air from inside rushes outside through the nose. So these two steps you can learn them stepwise. It is very easy. Students, in your previous classes you might have done that activity of balloon, which shows the mechanism of breathing. If you remember that, you can make that project also, which I will check after the school gets open. Now students, breathing occurs involuntarily, but its rate is controlled by the respiratory center of brain. Now breathing, it occurs involuntarily, it is not under our control, but it is controlled by the what? Respiratory center of brain. Now rate of breathing is 15 to 18 times per minute, but in case of vigorous exercises like when we are playing, when we are running, when we are walking, when we are jumping, at that time the rate of breathing it increases. So students, this was your respiratory system. So today your homework is you have to learn respiratory diseases and you have to learn mechanism of breathing. In the next lecture we are going to discuss the circulatory system. Thank you.